All right, let's dive into the incredible atmospheric world of NecroVeil's The Ritual. Now, this is so much more than just a great Darkwave track. It's really a story, a narrative, about what it means to completely lose yourself, only to find something entirely new. And it all kicks off with one pretty unsettling idea.
Right off the bat, the song just hits you with this line, and it challenges something we all cling to, right? Our sense of certainty. This one line sets the entire stage. It's basically asking us, hey, what happens when all those lines you've drawn, the very edges of your own reality, what happens when they start to get blurry? And that question right there, that's what launches this whole profound journey inward.
So how does a transformation like this even begin? You might think it starts with some huge dramatic event, a big bang, right? But no, it's actually something way, way more subtle. The song invites the narrator and, us, the listeners, into this state of really heightened sensory awareness. It's all about tuning out the noise of the external world to really focus on what's happening inside.
And the way this invitation is delivered, that's absolutely key. It's not a shout, it's a whisper. Come closer now. Feel the sound. This isn't some forceful command. It's more like a hypnotic suggestion, It's gently pulling the narrator into this space where their internal world is starting to feel more real, more tangible than the one outside. And from there, the experience just gets more intense. We're moving beyond just abstract feelings now. The lyrics start describing these very specific things, like lights moving in the mind and actual symbols forming in the air. These are the first little cracks appearing in the wall of ordinary perception, as the narrator's inner landscape starts to actually manifest in a physical way.
So when all of this is happening on the inside, it naturally starts to cause some conflict on the outside. That solid, predictable world the narrator always knew, it's starting to dissolve. And this is where the real struggle, the core of the transformation, truly gets going.
And then we hear it, the chorus. The ritual calls to me. Now, this isn't just some catchy hook. It is the absolute heartbeat of the song. It represents this powerful, undeniable force. And we don't know if it's internal or external, but it's pulling the narrator forward, pulling them away from who they used to be.
This slide just lays it all out so perfectly. Look at this contrast. On the left, you've got the old self, certain, defined, kind of hidden away. But then look at the right side. This is the change happening in real time. That certainty gets replaced by gently crossing every line. The hidden self now has nothing left for me to hide. That old, fixed world begins to glide. The narrator is literally moving from being contained to being in this state of total fluidity.
And you've got to understand, this ritual isn't a one-and-done kind of thing. Oh no, it's this persistent, growing presence. It's like a rhythm that just keeps getting louder and more insistent as the song goes on, embedding itself deeper and deeper into the narrator's consciousness.
Okay, now notice this subtle but incredibly powerful shift in the lyrics. It's no longer calling to me, from a distance. Now, the ritual calls me in. That space between the narrator and the experience, it's totally collapsed. The pull is now intimate, it's irresistible, it's drawing them right into its very core.
And this line right here, this is the turning point for the entire song. The ritual is no longer just some outside call. It is completely synchronized with the narrator's inner world. It's become their own pulse, their own internal rhythm. That external force is now an internal truth. There's no separation at all anymore.
And of course, that complete synchronization leads us directly to the climax of the whole story. This is that big moment where all the resistance just stops, and the narrator fully, completely accepts his profound transformation. It's a conscious decision to just let go.
And the process is so deliberate. It's not like it just happens to them. The lyrics lay it out as 3 clear steps of release. Step 1, I don't fight. The struggle is over. Step 2, I don't delay. They're accepting what's inevitable. And the result of that? Step 3, I awake in a new way. This is a conscious rebirth into a totally different state of being.
So what's on the other side of an awakening like that? You might expect total chaos, maybe some confusion, but the song suggests something else entirely. A new, strange kind of clarity. So let's take a look at what that actually looks like.
The call is over. Why? Well, because there's nothing left to call to. The ritual isn't calling them in anymore. It fills the night. It has become the entire environment, the total reality. The narrator isn't just participating in the ritual now. They are living inside of it.
So, what is this new reality like? Well, the old structures are gone. Every truth begins to end. There's no such thing as not wrong and not a right. All those old dualities, they've just dissolved into a much more holistic perspective, what the song calls a clearer view. It's a perception that just embraces nuance and accepts that maybe everything is fluid.
And here it is, the beautiful conclusion to this whole journey. This radical, world-shattering transformation hasn't made the narrator weak or lost. It's done the exact opposite. When the world around them becomes unstable and starts to sway, they are the ones who remain. They've found a new unshakable center inside themselves. They don't need those old fixed lines anymore because they've finally learned how to find their own way.
So the song leaves us with this thought. The ritual isn't just about some mystical experience. It's really a metaphor for any process of profound personal change, the kind that dissolves our old certainties. It challenges us to look at our own lives. When things start to feel unstable for you, when your world begins to sway, what are your personal rituals? What's that internal rhythm that keeps you centered and helps you navigate the chaos?